So I'm going to use something generic, okay, but you need to use your imagination when I'm speaking and relate these scenarios to yourself. I'm going to use something that everyone can use, okay. Say you were eating a lot of junk food, okay. Something so easy as I'm not going to eat junk food for a day. That's too easy. You've already accomplished it, really and truly, okay. But then saying I'm never ever going to eat junk food again, it's too high. You won't start the goal. It's too far out of your reach, okay. But if you set something right in the middle, okay, I'm gonna stop eating as much junk food as I do for 6 months. That's attainable, okay? And what that does is that sets you up for success, okay? It's not too easy, it's not too out of your reach, it's just right in the sweet spot. And then what could happen is when you get to the 6 months, you think, oh, well, I've gone 6 months already now. Well, you know what? I'll add another 6 months on. So now you've gone to a year. You remember what I said about before about setting a goal that's out of your reach, okay? This is tied into it, okay? So you set manageable goals, okay? So you stop eating as much junk food, you start eating healthier. Now you've gone a year, now you've gone 5 years. But remember, the goal is unattainable. It's until your lights go out, effectively, okay? That's to never eat junk food again, okay? Processed food again. So as you're gradually, and then all of a sudden, 10 years down the line, you might be a vegan, or you might be vegans still eat unhealthy foods, okay? But will stick to what we were saying about the processed food. You'll be someone that starts to eat more and more healthy as your life goes on. Okay, right. So part 2 to this is visualization when you're setting your goals. Okay, your goals have to be backed by a burning desire to be able to achieve it. It's got to be backed by faith, persistence. Persistence is the main thing. Okay, persistence, desire, and a willingness to achieve your goals. There's many more things. Okay, but this is where you're reading books like this, and this comes in. This honestly, this is a good book. This is a really good book. Okay, so I'd highly recommend getting both of these books, okay, to help you with your goal setting. So, as I was saying, visualization is an important key in when you're setting your goals. It's not mainly enough just to write something down on paper and then put it in a drawer. That's not going to do you no good. When you're writing these goals down, you need to actually feel a need to want to achieve these goals. It's got to be something that's in your stomach that feels, I've got to do this for me. So what that means is that when you write your goals, is that you just take 15 minutes, 20 minutes and increase it as you go, and you sit there and you just visualize yourself as, and increase it as you go, and you sit there and you just visualize yourself as that person. So we're going to go use that example again. So you're someone that wants to stop eating as much processed food. So you actually sit there, okay, for 15 minutes with no distractions. You put your phone on do not disturb, you turn out the lights, and you just sit there and you visualize your goal. You visualize yourself going into your cupboard, and instead of picking up the chocolate bar, you go to the fridge and you pick up an apple. That's the power of visualization. Okay, it makes it real before it's even real. Okay, it makes making that right choice even easier when you start visualizing stuff. Okay, so no matter what your goal is, you have to just visualize your goal before it's actually real. Okay, Jeff Bezos, I'll mention him again there. Jeff Bezos says, I'm gonna have $100 billion one day. $100 billion. Can you imagine? He saw that in his head before it was even real. He had to have that visualization and that belief that he was gonna have $100 billion. Okay, it wasn't real. All it was just a thought and an imagination. That's all it was at that point. It had never been done before. And look at Jeff Bezos now. He's well past the £100 billion mark. You know what I mean? So that's why visualization is such an important key in when you're setting goals. You can't just set goals just for the sake of it. You have to have something driving you, and that is a burning desire to fulfill that goal, and persistence in trying to attain that goal. Okay, momentum. Okay, Big Mo is your best friend. Okay, it's momentum. It keeps you driving forward. Cool.